air, and the ability to live in a healthy, clean, friendly community is what we're trying to preserve in our community. So our design is focused on the community aspect and sustainability. As you can see, we've terraced all of the buildings. We've done this in order to A, utilize all 5 stories that we've been given, and B, keep an open environment. So when you look up at the buildings, you won't see these massive towering buildings, but it will open up to the sky. Not only are we taking advantage and creating an awesome community for the people who live there, but we are inviting other people to come in as well. As you can see, along the Sammamish Trail, we have a shopping center. And on the outside of that, there are places to eat, stop, get your bike checked out, and have a bite of lunch. Once you do that, you'll be invited to come into the area to have, to go shopping, get some things you need to go, and continue on your way. As you can see in the corner, we have a large community garden. The reason we've decided to implement this is to keep a rural feel in an urban environment and to preserve the nutrients in the soil in the area. As many of you know, when you go and you completely rebuild things, you scrape off all of the topsoil. And why that's detrimental to the environment is it takes away all of those essential nutrients. So in order to preserve those nutrients, we've built a mound in the middle of our community garden for all of the soil to be transported to, which not only provides different levels of moisture to grow different types of crops, but it also preserves all of the nutrients in the soil.
So in addition to wanting to have kind of a natural rural sort of feel to our neighborhood, we wanted to allow opportunity for small businesses, because we feel that small businesses are very important to the culture of Redmond as a whole. The way we did this is through what we call a business incubator. It's that central building up there with the curved side. It's right across from the LW Tech Center. What it does is it provides an opportunity for college-age students, maybe a little bit older, to go in and actually implement their business ideas, be those phone apps, computer games, or any other sort of invention that they come up with. The way it works is it's a 5-story building. The bottom story is a computer lab to allow for research and work, that kind of thing. The other half of it, the other half of the bottom story is a gym area to kind of allow people to get out of their computer desks and just exercise a little bit. All of the wheels and pulleys and things that move in the gym will also all be generating electricity to help power the lights and computers and any screens or other appliances that are in the building. The second floor has what we call a whiteboard room. This is something that's really big down through the software industry in California. What it is it's a room where every single surface is whiteboard material. So it's the walls, the ceilings, the floor, even the tops of the tables. It allows people to really get their big ideas out there for everyone else to see, everyone else in the room to see. And then the 3rd, 4th, and 5th floors are all meeting or working rooms that all get progressively quieter the higher that you go up. So that way you can really concentrate when you get up to the top floor. And then this is a view from the top floor of the building if you're looking at the rest of the city. So in addition to having a gym that kind of help people get the physical exercise that they need, there's also a giant system of trails throughout the entire neighborhood. This not only helps people get closer to nature, it not only helps them stay fit, but it does connect all of the major hubs in the neighborhood. So people can get anywhere that they want in the neighborhood without having to use cars. In addition to allowing people to obviously use their own bikes or walk, we're also thinking about having a bike share implemented in near probably the parking garages. What this does is it allows people to just rent bikes for the day or for an hour or for a week or whatever they're willing to pay for, and allows them to get back and forth and commute without having to use a vehicle, without having to use a car at least. Connected to this system of trails on the ground through the forest is also a second system of trails, if you want to call them that. They're made up of bridges that connect the rooftops of all the new buildings that we're adding. All of these buildings that we're adding on have roof garden-like systems on the top. And these can support room for picnic tables or benches or anything else that you want to use to eat or picnic or just look out on the city, because hopefully it will be very nice looking. In addition, there's a giant system of bridges that connects all of these buildings. So you can go walk, run, jog, bike through the forest, and then do the exact same thing up in the air with completely different set of scenery and a very different feel to it. It's all very, very close to home, which is nice.
So you might have noticed a couple things about our design. A, where do all the parking lots go? And B, why are all of the roofs of the buildings blue? Well, I'm going to talk about the first thing first. So instead of having parking lots, which cause issues with runoff, they use up a lot of space, they have road rage, they're dangerous, everything. Instead we put 2 parking garages. Not only does this preserve space and prevent all problems with runoff, but it also creates more than 5 times as much parking as beforehand. So all of the parking issues with the mosque and Eldo Tech will be completely solved. Another thing about the blue roofs that you might have noticed is we're utilizing the solar roadway technology to be able to generate electricity and to keep the area open for community space. So in case you don't know about solar roadways, it's a project to convert all of the roads all the roads with solar panels. So these solar panels generate electricity during the day, and they can also be driven on. Not only can they be driven on and generate electricity, but they also light up. So you can create any signal you want on the road itself and change it whenever you want to. This creates an extremely interesting perspective for community use. You can have the solar panels be simply generating electricity, or at night you can use them for community activities, you can use them for games, you can use them to set up a basketball court. This space, which is completely open, can be used for literally everything.
And then what we kind of like to think of as the crown jewel of our design is a central mall plaza area that we've added in. It's completely covered in those solar panels, which is cool. What we did is we modeled it after the central area of the Redmond Town Center Mall. What we wanted to do is we wanted to provide a live-work situation for artists or small business owners or restaurant owners or whoever else wants to rent out a spot in this mall. By live-work, what I mean is on these 5-story buildings, the first, second, third, and fifth floors will all be storefronts that are open for customers, while the 4th story is an apartment area that is open for anyone who wants to live there and then also work at the mall. So it allows people to have very easy, very intimate access with their buildings without having to worry about commuting anywhere or having to drive anywhere. This is a view from the center of that mall area pointing towards the apartment or apartment garage area. This central sort of flat area in the middle of the mall can be used for a variety of different things. Ones that we can think of include a farmer's market or an art fair or like an art gala walk or potentially even a sport event. And then in addition to allowing for business opportunities and a sort of natural feel, we also really want to promote art in our neighborhood. The big way that we're planning on doing this is through the construction of a mural wall in this neighborhood. That obviously isn't a mural; those are just colors. If it's an actual mural wall, it will be much prettier, I guarantee. And what this does is it provides sort of a way for artists to very, very publicly express themselves and express their artwork the way that they want to be seen. It allows sort of a giant community creativity nexus for everyone to kind of get to know each other better, which is nice. And then the other thing that it does is, and as a musician who is almost in college, I can guarantee that this would be a very, very cool concert venue. It's kind of hard to represent this through SketchUp, but picture this in your head for a moment if you can. You have a musical artist or group, say a jazz group, playing in front of this giant mural wall. It's a very colorful wall. It's all local artists who have all contributed to it. It has a very homey sort of feel to it. You also have colored lights all shining up onto it, making it absolutely beautiful. And you have the LED roadways all lighting up and making these really amazing designs. It gives a very, very cool experience that you can't really get anywhere else. And it falls very, very well into that sort of idea of innovation and creativity that we're trying to promote both in our neighborhood and in Redmond as a whole. So all this comes together to hopefully kind of make city with all